Out an emergency button, which is available in 3 places in South Carolina, including Cherokee County, Charleston, and Richland counties. If a rider or driver uses the button, key details like the caller's name, make and model of the car, and GPS location are sent to a 911 dispatcher. In addition, Clemson and USC both use the Rave Guardian app, which is one of numerous personal safety apps available.
And that allows for the student to actually notify a friend or a family member or even the police department when they're leaving a situation. And if they have not reached their destination in the appropriate time, it will alert that friend or that family member, and they can actually either call them or they can reach out to the police, and it also shows exactly where they are.
Clemson University's president also sent an open letter to students urging them to follow safety tips when using ride-sharing services, like making sure the license plate, driver photo, and driver all match the names of what the app says before getting into that vehicle, and asking the driver, "What's my name?" If the driver doesn't say your name, don't get in the car.
Now, Uber released a statement saying, in part, quote, "Since 2017, we've been working with local law enforcement and college campuses across the country to educate the public about how to avoid fake rideshare drivers. Everyone at Uber is devastated to hear about this unspeakable crime, and our hearts are with Samantha Josephson's family and loved ones. We remain focused on raising public awareness about this incredibly important issue," end quote. Now, Uber also has its own safety tips for riders, like request your ride inside, sit in the back seat if you're riding alone, share your trip details with a friend, follow your intuition, and protect your personal information.
Now, a lawmaker filed a bill regarding ride-sharing drivers. He says it's a mandate already taking place in other areas of the country, and he believes it will make us all a little bit safer.
Fox Carolina's Jennifer Phillips is live in downtown Greenville with more on this bill. It's been proposed at this point. Jen, tell us more about what it would do.
Yeah, so State Representative Seth Rose says that he knows this proposed bill won't stop all bad guys, but he says he hopes that if they try to hurt someone, and when they do, that it will make it more difficult for them. If you get into Michelle Pickens' van, it will make for an interesting ride.
The riders love it.
She's an Uber driver known around Greenville for her themed rides.
We'll get ready to put up Easter.
As a driver, she wants to make sure she and her riders are safe.
So if the drop-off location and the name don't match, then I know I don't have the right person.
And when she heard about Samantha Josephson, the USC student killed after getting into what she thought was an Uber, she thought about young riders she picks up.
As a rider, you get the picture of your driver, you get a description of the vehicle, and you get the tag number.
And she says drivers should also have a sticker.
They're always supposed to be on the passenger's lower side of the windshield.
And now State Representative Seth Rose, who represents Richland County in the 5 Points area where Samantha Josephson got into that car, wants Uber and Lyft drivers to have illuminated stickers
and ready to go,
or what's called beacons, placed on their windshields.
If you want to do business in South Carolina as these ride-sharing industries, this is something that's going to be required of you.
He says Josephson's father asked the community not to forget his daughter's name.
This bill is going to be named the Samantha Josephson Ride-Sharing Safety Act. Additionally, it'll have to be a light that comes from the companies themselves. So this isn't going to be, oh, let me go buy something at the store.
We caught up with Nikki Falvey and Jennifer Harvell as they power walk through Greenville. But when they're not walking, they also catch Uber and Lyft rides. Jennifer Harvell says those beacons won't do enough.
Even if it's regulated, I don't know how they would be able to distinguish which one is a legitimate sticker versus someone that just bought one.
Nikki Falvey agrees, but she says they do other things to stay safe.
Sharing rides too, like having a friend go with you.
Michelle Pickens says she will continue to offer rides. And one thing is always the same: safety. So Representative Rose says this is a bipartisan bill that is getting support from several lawmakers. He says he would also like to talk to USC's president as well as the board. He says he's a graduate of USC. He says that he would like ride-sharing safety tips to be implemented in the University 101 class, which is like a freshman orientation. Now, we also talked to a representative with the South Carolina regulatory staff. That is the office that regulates Uber and Lyft drivers. So a representative tells us they already have field investigators and inspectors throughout the state who also kind of look for drivers who are violating the rules. So they say if this bill passes, then they suspect that they will also regulate those new implementations. Live in Greenville, Jennifer Phillips, Fox Carolina, the 5 o'clock news.
Jen, thanks.